Time now for politics on the Post Road. With the race for the White House now on the home stretch, we are finding out what's on the minds of Connecticut voters.
News 8's Ken Pierce traveling all along the shoreline this week. He is dropping in on the breakfast crowd in diners along Route 1. And today he is out at the Parthenon Diner in Old Saybrook.
All right, Ken, how's that breakfast working out for you?
Oh, I tell you, that omelet was terrific here, Laura and Keith. Good morning to you. We are in Old Saybrook, but we really wanted to get a taste, if you will, of opinions of voters all up and down the shoreline east of New Haven. So we got some help from the League of Women Voters on that. Plus, we got an earful of opinions from folks right here at the Parthenon Diner. As the Post Road rolls east of New Haven, it goes through a lot of towns, and when we sat down in the Parthenon Diner in Old Saybrook, we heard a lot of issues.
The Supreme Court appointees, ISIS, defeating ISIS, and jobs.
To help us with the big issues, we turned to the East Shore League of Women Voters.
We encourage the participation of citizens in voting, as well as educating citizens on the important issues of the day.
The League also arranged for us to meet a couple of voters in Guilford. Lois summed up her priorities in one word:
trust. I want Americans to be able to rebuild trust in each other. I want to be able to trust our elected leaders, and I want them to choose people that are caring and responsible and intelligent.
While this nonpartisan group has been registering voters, they've also been gathering opinions. Elise wrote some on these cards.
I've broken them down into categories, and one person said gun control, another person firmly said gun violence.
Back at the diner, Gladys says gun rights are important to her. Her husband has one.
I mean, I've never fired a gun. You know, if I ever had a problem, I'd like to have one.
I have fired an M16 and a .45.
Lois was an Army Nurse Corps reservist and supports what she calls common sense gun laws.
Open carry in Connecticut feels absurd. Anyone having assault rifles that doesn't have a job that requires that is just crazy.
So a couple very different takes on gun rights there. And if you watch at 5:30 tonight, you're going to hear from the guy who was sitting on the couch next to her. He spent years as a Republican. He's 90 years old, recently changed his party affiliation. Find out why tonight at about 5:30. And tomorrow we're going to be talking to people who were in the silent service, but they had plenty to say about what's going on in politics this year. For now, live in Old Saybrook at the Parthenon Diner, I'm Kent Pierce. Back to you guys.
All right, Kent, thank you. And News 8's Ken Pierce will continue politics on the Post Road tomorrow in Groton at Norm's Diner.
It's been a